South Korea is making rapid progress in terms of gearing up for the Inter-Korean Summit slated for late April. The preparation committee held its first meeting today. The outcome of the session was announced only a short while ago. We go straight to our Moon Connyoung at the nation's top office for more. Connyoung, what can you tell us at this point?
Well, Daniel, President Moon Jae-in's Chief of Staff Jong-seok, who chairs the preparation committee for the Inter-Korean Summit slated for late April, he announced a few things that were the outcome of the first ever meeting of this prep committee that took place on this Friday afternoon here at the Blue House. What I can tell you is that the steps towards this Inter-Korean Summit are moving at a phenomenal speed. First and foremost, South Korea will propose holding an Inter-Korean talk, so high-level Inter-Korean talks with North Korea over the planned summit. South Korea wants the date to be sometime at the end of March. Now, that doesn't give a whole lot of time. Considering today is the 16th of March, it leaves about 2 weeks maximum until they engage in these talks where the two sides will discuss key agenda topics where the two leaders will discuss. And we have about 2 weeks for that, and South Korean side most likely will be represented by Unification Minister Cho Myung-gyun. Daniel.
Well, getting things done quickly is definitely part of our forte here in Korea. What else do we know about the composition of the preparation committee? Do we have any additional info on the Inter-Korean Summit and the Washington and Pyongyang meeting coming up soon?
Well, just to pick up on what the South Korean Prep Committee will do is that they're going to make good on one of the agreements that were brought back by the special envoys that were sent to North Korea by the president. If you remember, North Korea had extended an invite for an art troupe and a taekwondo demonstration team to visit Pyongyang and for a return performance. Now, Seoul will push ahead with sending a team for that, led by Culture Minister Do Jung-hwan, early April. So we'll see that happen. As for the committee, they are expecting to nominate a couple experts, so 2-3 dozen experts for the advisory panel, which will be led by Im Dong-won. Now, Im Dong-won, he served as an advisor to Kim Dae-jung, former President Kim Dae-jung. He was also the chief negotiator with North Korea. What we remember is that he's the architect, basically, of the Sunshine Policy, the engagement policy with North Korea, famous for its really renownedness during the Kim Dae-jung administration. So the experts will be led by Im Dong-won, and the 30 to 40 experts will be nominated in the next few days. Also, Im Jong-seok did not rule out the possibility of a meeting between Mr. Moon and Mr. Trump. So leaders of South Korea and the U.S. after the Inter-Korean Summit, but before the North Korea-U.S. talks, possibly to update Mr. Trump on the talks, on the Inter-Korean talks, and to together prepare for the North Korea-U.S. talks, which is also a historic one. Daniel.